Hey, I'm Kristin Estes. I am a JuggernautAI athlete and I'm working up to a top set of 5 on bench today. I went through warm-ups with some bands, did some cat-cow and some bird dogs, and now we're gonna start warming up.
Kristin does not know how to kilo plate. So
I don't.
I
don't know how to kilo math.
I'm the plate girl today. So she won't even know what she's doing. Just load it up and then she's just gonna do it.
That might be better.
So Kristin, like myself, comes over from the bodybuilding world. So when you bench, because I know when I started benching, I would have a lot of people in the powerlifting community, tuck your elbows, bring the bar down to your belly button. Do you get those same type of comments, or do you feel like you bench kind of like a bodybuilder? You're stronger in like the elbow kind of flaring positions?
Yeah, when I first learned how to bench, it was like not even touch your chest. It was like bring it down here, your elbows are out wide, and then you just press back up. I kind of think I fall kind of in between. So I have an arch, it's not super dramatic. I don't think my elbows are flared out too wide, but they're definitely not tucked very, very close either. So I'm kind of a hybrid in there. I think it works.
This is not to offend people in powerlifting. You have to put face in. We'll get very annoyed when it's...
I also did not know that when I came over to powerlifting.
Yeah, he told me he was going to come, like last week. He hasn't done it. It's hard, man. But I don't know. I just sitting in that show and start.
Kristin, really getting the full circle.
I am, yeah.
So, does that benefit you, not knowing what the weight is, because you generally train in pounds? Do you feel like it's paralyzing not knowing?
I don't think it's paralyzing. I think I would like to know where I'm at because I want to know comparatively in previous training how it feels.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of nice at the same time not to know. It feels really light, so maybe that's good.
These squatting tips I saw in the video yesterday.
So I've done 5 meets, and then my next one is May 27th. We're going to nationals in Atlanta.
How long were you bodybuilding prior to that?
I did bodybuilding for about six and a half years, and actually had my daughter, so I had to take a year off. And then right before she turned 1, I did a show and won my pro card. So that was a cool way to come back.
And what division was that again?
It was so I actually won it in figure and fit body in the WNBF, which is a drug tested federation.
And you started powerlifting in 2020.
Yes.
So in basically 22 years, you've done 5 meets. Mm-hmm. It's pretty busy for real.
Which is funny because I feel like a couple people were like, isn't 6 months between meets too long? No.
The enthusiasm to train the Monday after a meet, that will wane. That will wane. Easy 5.
Easy 5.
So we're gonna go 87.5 for 5 at 10 RP is the plan. Mm-hmm. If after the second or third rep, you feel like this is gonna be too easy,
Just stop.
yeah, just rack it then, and we'll just go up, so we don't, spend too much energy on that set. Like I don't want you to do 5 and then do another 5 kind of thing.
So you have like really good bench technique. Like, do you feel like that's a carryover from like bodybuilding and having like very controlled body awareness?
No, I definitely had to practice it a lot. My problem is that my butt will come up a lot of times in bench. So that's something I've really had to work on, finding the right foot placement to make sure that it's not coming up. My weakness is off the chest, but I feel like the real problem that I have is that my butt will come up.
How big can I make my butt to stay on the bench?
Nice. been fun having you on the team. Yeah, someone asked about that in the group today, if they missed the rep, but it was really close, similar to that. Like, you could probably put 87.5 for 4 at a 9.5.
Oh, gotcha.
But it's not a huge, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, if you're using the app and you miss the rep, just put in what you actually did. It'll take care of it for you from there.
Okay. So now I have 6x5 at 75.
And we have a whole pit crew here.
I know. It's kind of nice. Usually I have to do it myself.
I mean, you're more than welcome to help change the.
I don't know if you've ever missed a top set, and I have. Mentally, how do you like prepare for the next set? Are you easy to like just be like, okay, missed it, this is the technical issue, and able to move on from there? Is it easier in some lifts than others?
Yeah, it's definitely easier in some lifts than others. Bench it doesn't really get to me, especially since that was still even a PR, so I'm totally happy with that. If it's deadlift, I have to work a little bit harder to kind of push it out of my mind. But usually the working sets after that they still make me feel good about the progress that I've made, so it's kind of an easy turnaround. Only 5 more to go. Based on the RPE, you can tell it, and I can change it too if I need more, but those are kind of what they're set at. So then as soon as I hit done, then it starts the timer.
Damn.
Fancy. Then you get yelled at to 30 seconds remaining.
10 seconds remaining. Commercial voiceover agents, holler at your boy.
I'm gonna have to record that and then play it right before I lift at nationals. Begin your lift.
What is that big tattoo on your forearm?
So this is Sekhmet. She's an Egyptian goddess. She's supposed to be kind of dual, so she's like kind of like the war goddess, but then she's also in charge of healing, so I thought it was a really cool balance between the two. I also have an ankh back here, so really like Egypt. Want to go there?
Well, an ankh is also what the emo kids used to wear back in my day, so
There we go.
yeah.
Oh, now it says 77.5. I spoke too soon.
Load it up.
Do you like both bodybuilding and powerlifting still, or do you lean more towards one?
I like them both. I don't know that I'll ever go back to competing in bodybuilding because I can train for powerlifting and still go out to eat and go on vacation and stuff. But I do like to do bodybuilding accessories, which is why I've been doing the power building. But I need to switch to strictly powerlifting to get ready for my meet.
Last set, best set, we say in the bodybuilding world.
It is.
All you.
Lightweight, baby! Dumbbell military press, And then I do an alternating dumbbell press for chest, single arm pull downs, arms. So I gotta do triceps and biceps and then some abs. So definitely bodybuilding accessories.
Love it.
My favorite. I don't have a mirror. How am I supposed to look at myself?
Do you have a mirror in your garage?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it's not, so like our squat rack is on the side wall, and it's not in the rack, it's off to the side.
Yeah.
So it's not even in front of our dumbbell rack either. It would be like right here.
Do you take your dumbbells and walk over to the mirror? Come on, be honest.
I do sometimes for like shoulder stuff, but I won't do bicep curls in front of it. Because that's just, I just look at them. My husband actually wrote a powerlifting program for me that I used for the first 2 meets that I did. No, 3 meets. And then after I did that, so I went to nationals and I took 5th, which I was super excited about. Only powerlifting for a year, so it went really well, but I felt like I just needed a little bit more help. So I actually bought Chad's book, The Juggernaut Method 2.0, and I used that, and I actually remember like tagging it in a story, and Chad was like, you need to use the app, it's way better. So after I did nationals, I ended up signing up for the app, so I've been using it since August of last year. So I did a meet in October, and then I'll have my next one in May. But I tested 1 rep maxes in February, and all of my lifts went way up, so it's working. And that was even doing power building. FYI.
Just when you're doing a powerlifting meet, make sure you switch over to powerlifting because that is where you want to be more specific to the main 3. But yeah, I mean, look at those muscles over there.
All right, so I have my meet coming up in about 5 weeks, so watch out for that. If you guys are interested in trying out the JuggernautAI training, you can go to JuggernautAI.app. I have a discount code, it's MFGRL Power, so it's MF Girl Power. Yeah, so I hope you guys like my training today.